Welcome all of you watching us from different direction. We want to say good evening, good afternoon, wherever you find yourself. And tonight is another edition of the About Organic Farm Liberia Farmers Union live program. And so we are inviting you to kind of invite all friends, partners, and well wishers of the About Organic Farm Liberia Farmers Union program. So please join us tonight as we will be discussing issues relating to agricultural development in Liberia. So we encourage everyone to please join us, share the video. It's more connective tonight. We are going to be interacting with the public. We want to hear better, more. We want engagement, and most especially, we want some feedback on how we as Liberians can be able to better achieve this goal. So we encourage and inspire you all to get on board tonight. Let us engage. No one knows it all, but we believe that with collective workforce, we can be able to deliver Liberia out of poverty. As you know, we have over 65% of our population that wholeheartedly rely on agriculture as a means of support. So it is very important. And besides farmers, we also have Liberians in and out of Liberia that have to combat the current pricings on local markets as well as international markets. So tonight we want to be engaging much more. The show is more cool tonight, and if you are celebrating this day, this month, this year, we want to wish you a happy birthday. Those of you who have lost friends, family members, loved ones, we want to say our deepest condolence unto you and your entire family. And whatever occasion you are celebrating, we want to wish you a joyous celebration. So we say thank you for joining in. Your host is Madam Abba A. Anderson. Please share this video. Please share this video and get involved in tonight's topic. It's all about Liberia. You know, we are talking about what can we do to combat poverty in the land that we all pledge allegiance to. And so this is highly important, and that's why we say leave behind all political views, all political affiliation, and let us talk tonight. Let us be able to understand what we can do together. You know, politics is one aspect, but then we are now to facing reality. And this reality goes beyond politics. And so we want you to engage. You are fully allowed to express all that you have, but please be precise, do not be vocal and stuff like that, because this is reality, and we all understand that everyone in the different locations are experiencing life from a different perspective, and so your view might not just match someone's view, but it still do not in any way stop them from becoming or being able to express how they feel inside. And so please, we want to welcome you on this edition, and we want you to sit back and fasten your seatbelt as we flow.
Welcome to Abak Organic Farm Liberia Farmers Union, with Abak Organic producing high quality food with low environmental impact. Organic farming will play an essential role in developing and maintaining a sustainable food system in Liberia. To achieve this target and to help the organic sector reach its full potential, Abak Organic Farm Liberia Farmers Union is putting forth an action plan for increased organic production in Liberia, including encouraging and supporting Liberians to go back to the soil and produce more food, negotiating and shifting local farm products for timely income benefits of farmers, working with farmers to grow more food, eat some, sustain their homes, and supply other parts of the world, training farmers to transition from manual to mechanized farming. In Aba Organic Farm, Liberia Farmers Union, our mission is to ensure a stable supply of affordable food to increase and safeguard the income of Liberian farmers to keep Liberia and its rural areas sustainably vibrant. You can become a member of Aba Organic Farm Liberia Farmers Union right now. Just dial 0880 547 543 or 0776 570 925 or 0886 199 or 0777 567777, or you can directly contact our CEO Abae Addison on +447 943 523387, and you join immediately. Aba Organic Farm Liberia Farmers Union, we are partners for good.
And so we are partner for good. We want you to be a part of tonight's edition. And so we want to welcome all of you watching. We are about to start, and we want you to know this is about us as Liberian. Like I said, tonight the show is going to be cool, but it's going to be more engaging. Well, and why we say it's going to be cool and engaging, we want to be able to send out a message and actually get the public understand why we do what we do. And tonight's topic is heavily resting on the time. It says today it is the time to embrace transformation in Liberia. Okay, and a new beginning must start with investment in agriculture development network. So tonight's topic is a broad topic, but it's a heavy loaded topic. It has so much impulse that we add to what we mean when we say we adding value to agriculture. Agriculture is already value, but then adding value, it means that you are going another step of the upstairs to be able to go beyond just what it is, but to be able to bring out the beauty in agriculture, be able to stretch out and find those things that we need to equip agriculture and make agriculture a home, a place that you can relax and relearn, and and be able to integrate and be able to transition from where you were and looking at where you are going. So before I can go talking, I'm joined by our country director right now. And he is here. He's going to be introducing himself while we flow through the topic. So, director, you are highly welcome.
Thank you very much for giving me this great opportunity to talk to our people, more especially the farmer of Liberia, and also those in the diaspora that I actually cared about agriculture. I'm James M. Sumo Jr. I live in Liberia, Monrovia, and I invite all of you on our show to listen to this great message that we will be actually discussing, more especially concentrating in value chain, adding value to our food product, and how can we produce it, and how also we can make our citizens to feel happy. Because when there's food on the table, you will observe that uh, the children will always be happy. After eating, they will play, and from there they go to bed. So that is our most concern here today. So we ask all of you to follow us. Uh, we need your input. We need your support. You are going if you are following our Facebook platform, our YouTube platform, we are there. You will be able to get some of those deliverables. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much, and we wholeheartedly welcome you on this edition. And so we are also joined by our director for public administration and our director for the press. So he's here tonight. Please join us by introducing yourself, please. Okay. If you are hearing us, your phone is muted. Oh, oh, all right. Sorry, director. Uh, Director Gamuya, you are highly welcome, Prof. I thought it was the other director, so that's why. Sorry, you are highly welcome. You can please introduce yourself. But your phone is still muted.
It's okay now.
Yes, you are live and you are clear.
Hello?
Yes, you are live and you are clear.
Okay, I'm saying thank you very much. Thank you. I'm happy to be back again on the platform so that we say thank you very much and I'm happy to be here again tonight. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Professor Gamoya, right there in Bon County. We want to say welcome on tonight's edition. And just a recap before we can start the ball rolling. Tonight's topic is it is time to embrace transformation in Liberia, a new beginning. And it says a new beginning must start with investment in agriculture development network in Liberia. And so tonight we are going to be stressing on the way to embrace the new beginning and what we expect when it is embraced by carrying on this agricultural activities and that network that we are hoping to build in our various communities, towns, and cities, let's just name it, into our entire country and around the world. And we believe that we are just starting from a beginning, but obviously we are going to graduate from just Liberia. We're looking forward to hitting Africa, encouraging other countries. And so this is just the beginning. So we want once more to invite you to kindly stay tuned. Just after this breed, we are definitely going to start ball rolling.
Welcome to Abak Organic Farm, Liberia Farmers Union. With Abak Organic, producing high quality food with low environmental impact, organic farming will play an essential role in developing and maintaining a sustainable food system in Liberia. To achieve this target and to help the organic sector reach its full potential, Abak Organic Farm, Liberia Farmers Union, is putting forth an action plan for increased organic production in Liberia, including encouraging and supporting Liberians to go back to the soil and produce more food, negotiating and shifting local farm products for timely income benefits of farmers, working with farmers to grow more food, eat some, sustain their homes, and supply other parts of the world, training farmers to transition from manual to mechanized farming. In Abba Organic Farm, Liberia Farmers Union, our mission is to ensure a stable supply of affordable food to increase and safeguard the income of Liberian farmers to keep Liberia and its rural areas sustainably vibrant. You can become a member of Abba Organic Farm Liberia Farmers Union right now. Just dial 0880 547 543 or 0776 570 925 or 0886 199299 or 0777 567777, or you can directly contact our CEO Abae Addison on +447 943 523387 and you join immediately. Abba Organic Farm, Liberia Farmers Union, we are partners for good.
Again, we are partner for good. Now we're about to start this unique topic for the night, and we are here to tell you or encourage Liberians around the world that agriculture, like we always say, and we will not change the statement. Why? Because we know it's true. It's when you're not sure of the statement is when you keep changing. But the statement here is just so true and glaring. Liberia has been over hundreds a year plus when we got our independence till today. We are heavily relying on food aid or international business trade to be able to supply our basic commodities. Please, if you mute the phone because we keep getting a feedback. Thank you. So we still using about 80% of our revenue to be able to tackle food input. When we say that, we means that we are using thousands, if not billion, to be able to feed people in Liberia. And those amount that is leaving the cover have led Liberia into poverty. Because where you are just taking off and you are not adding, you are on the verge of either being bankrupt or the name that comes before bankruptcy is poverty. That's why we see that is happening. And we are here to find the solution. And we are here to find the solution by ourselves. How did other countries that had similar issue or similar situation, I won't say issue, I will use the word situation, and how were they able to cope and how did they manage to live where they were? And we are not saying it is all okay. No, but at least there is a progress along the way. And there is a system along the way. But as we approach Liberia, we still see things that have been used from the 40s, methods that have been used from the 50s is still being applied to today. So those days, people were able to farm and feed themselves because we had a low population. So whatever we were producing were able to sustain us as Liberians. And that was when we were there enjoying and we felt that that time was a good time. All until we were introduced to the bags of rice. And then that's when we decided that yes, if we can just sit down and go into the shops and purchase a bag of rice, then we do not need to have any connection with family activity, or we do not need to spend our energy. It was then our mindset began to change to see that what we have is better to send it out than to increase. And that was a mistake. And we all today are bearing the consequences. Why? Because generations that did sign those deals were able to agree at that time. If you see or you check among us, that generation have diminished or they have come very tiny in a society. So we cannot continue to live our lives based on 5, 6 years back generation or 7, 8 back years generation that have decided that this is how they wanted to live at that point in time, and constitutions were made or were signed and life was accepted at that point in time. We have to now graduate and know that yes, at that point it was okay for those that were there, but we are now the ones that have the opportunity to change and unchange what we have. How can we deal with what we have? What is the right way? Because we are still sitting at the same point and expecting that change. But we are not getting it. Why? Because we are doing the same thing. We can only get to what we want if only we can find a new strategy that we can put in place. Please mute your phone. Please mute your phone. Okay. So, like I was saying, we cannot continue to sit and allow decisions that were made years back to continue to affect us today and sit and do nothing about it. And that's why the Aba Organic Farm Liberia Farmers Union was born. And when we talk about embracing the new network in agriculture, we mean the reality of what it is. There is no story about what is going on. There is an increase in the population. And there is going to be consistent increase. It's not that it's going to be increased today and there's not going to be any increase next week or next month. Matter of fact, there are more babies on the way and there are more babies or generation that is coming after us. We are not to rely on input with all that is circulating with us. We are facing the reality of the mouth to feed. We are also facing the reality that we cannot continuously depend on other countries. Why? Because we had so much opportunity that is living within us, around us, that we do not need to be poor. And that's the notion we are talking about. Some people understand that, okay, the platform, they only talk about agriculture, but in the absence of the agriculture, we as Liberians cannot develop Liberia. And that's why we are calling on international force as well as politicians and government to get involved. Because in the absence of what we need to tackle, the system we need to put in place, the investment we need to put in place, we will only be sitting at the same place and complaining. And there's nothing that will come out. That's why we have decided to come from, not because we had it all, but because we have vision that Liberia and Liberians cannot continuously embrace poverty and do nothing. It takes people, even in generations back in the Bible, there came a time farming and stuff, things are stories that they have been told or that they told us. People had to get up for redemption. The people had to wake up. People are the power in every given organization, nation, and wherever. The people are the power. And if we are looking at the people in Liberia, then when we narrow it down, we are looking about 65%, close to 65% of Liberians that is not heavily, or would I say consistently, having level of support. So if the 60% is not having the right support, investment, or I would say deny opportunities, that left with 35%. The 35%, you will still have to take off 10%, which will be the local marketeers. Because if you are looking at farmers at the rate of 65%, then you cannot rule out the local market here, the ones that we can call the Gobajo women, the ones that we can call the wheelbarrow boys, or these other people, or even the weather market, they will not have to explain, but they are part of the society. So if that generation is depending on farmers to be able to sell into those various markets that we can go to and purchase food crops, are also going to be affected. So if we look at the 65% and add the additional 10%, it may be more than 10, but I would take it as 10. We are talking about 75% of the population that is out of job and that has no future in what they are doing. Either they are only selling so that the selling can be activities of the day, but not as a source of income, or they are only selling as a means of gaining 1 or 5 cents as an increase on their income, or they are only selling because mentally it will help their mind to be busy. So most of the selling that you see going on in Liberia is not because they are earning from what they sell, but it's a mental help or mental support that they are gaining, because that helped them to interact with others. So they relied on that. But if you go to them and you ask them how long you have been selling for, and then how much you gain as a increase or profit, as we call it in Liberia, they will tell you, this market, I'm not getting anything in it. Matter of fact, we have videos about women that were bare eyes in those various locations like red light area and other places. They were able to tell us how much it takes them to even get to the goods or get the goods. But then their most frustrating part is that even if they get the goods, they have no storage area. So even if they manage to think in their head that this is a business that I'm spending on, I'm going to spend my whole day, I'm going to spend all of my hours in this market, I'm due to expect to have even $1 as a profit. The margin or the reality is that that dollar could come down to 25 cents or less. Why? Because there is no storage facility for goods, perishable, as well as the the profit that they will be able to gain. And how long does it even take for them to gain those profits? So when we classify all of that, we then put it into one goal. We then look at it as unemployment. Why? Because they are not independent, but also they are not dependent, because they are using that method. The same goes to farmers. If you ask how long you been farming, 5 years, 6 years, 7 years, 8 years, and the rest of it, the question goes back to them. How much do you earn from what you do? And the answer is always, it's not easy. What I done over the months or the year, I was able to harvest this amount and I was able to bring it from this point to another, but I was not able to get the income that I'm entitled to get. This is why we are here. And like I said, I wanted to be engaging tonight so that we can break down the reality of what is happening. Let us move the the cloth from our faces and stop hiding behind the glass ceilings. It is now time to look at reality and call it a reality. I know we all might have different reasons of understanding this and understanding that. But look at it from a logical point of view and a statistical point of view. If you ask all of these people why we conduct a lot of interviews at the table and be able to point out where the problem is. The problem is not that there is no money in the country. No. The problem is the investment. That's why I put on the page today, we have to go back to investment. And that investment has to be the right investment. And paper, who will be the policies, that empowerment force that you need, it has to be also with our very lawmakers to come to realization that what they have been walking into, and I leave no one out, is causing more harm than help. If you must look at the reason that we are where we are, it is because we have not put in no change. The law that have been put in maybe from the 90s or even the 80s are still the same law we are still walking into today. The same people come, they get the same fundings, they are being allocated the same amount, and there's nothing changed. So what do we understand the word poverty to be? The word poverty is not just a word to say. It is the reality of what is going on. And there is nowhere we are seeing that no, Liberia is not out of poverty. How many years will we continue to remain at the point we are? Right now, we are even going rock bottom. Before we were on the poverty line, but now we are minus in poverty. And I might just not be the right person saying it to you that you will believe, but you can go on a Google network and you see for yourself where we can no longer even afford a 50 meal, or we cannot even afford to buy what we want. We cannot even find what we need. In more cases, we are left with little of nothing. But if you ask for the time that we put into it, you will tell me that the Kobacho women are normally on the field around 6:37. But you ask them from 6:37, that's 7 days a week, or so now 6 days a week. You are suffering, running behind cars. How much is your source or income monthly? Because Liberia, when I say we pay weekly, we look at the monthly rate, and they will tell you that the only one I can try to get sometime is to pay with rent, or we will credit from the susu. And we are in the know of these things. How do we then be able to help that situation that it will not affect the upcoming generation? What legacy are we about to leave behind? What are we doing differently that we must expect a change? That's the question to us all tonight. I will stop right here and ask Professor Gamuya what he has to say on this, and followed by our country director, his own talk on this. And to you online watching us in different countries, counties, and yeah, different countries as well. What is your own thought, tip on this, and what's the way forward? Thank you, Professor. You are highly welcome. Yeah, now I'm getting you.
Okay, okay. Topic on a discussion and why you say
Yeah, maybe you will just have to move a little bit because we're not getting you.
hello,
Yeah, hello.
hello.
Yeah, hello.
Okay, I was saying that's true. Yeah, are you getting me?
Yeah.
The network too bad because it's raining here. That's why you don't getting me.
No, you are clear. We are getting you. You are clear.
Oh, okay. I'm saying that's true. You were saying that really is true because we see no improvement. They continue to sell every stage to another. So agriculture thing is really bad in our country. So because last week I was called by one director in the ministry,
Mm-hmm.
that ETA.
Mm-hmm.
She worked the livestock department there in the ministry, and she called me supported by the World Bank ministry, the RETRAP, the Economic
Mm-hmm.
Transformation Project. And the project I think is in three form.
Mm-hmm.
If I can remember, they gave grant, they gave
Mm-hmm.
grant to some groups, and then they get the poultry farmers, and then they get the pig farmers. So the grant, they get the grant free. The only
Mm-hmm.
thing the ministry will do or that project will do is what? The success story. That's all.
Yeah.
But
Mm-hmm.
20, 25, 30, getting that money. Those who in a poultry, which is the chicken farming, they will start them with some chicken aid. They will not pay back. They will not pay back. Again, the pig farmers. So it now leave with those group, the members in that group, to work hard so that the money they give them it can be sustainable because
Mm-hmm.
when the project because the project had a duration, the project will go,
Mm-hmm.
but the proceed leave with the group if the work producing the profit for you. You're not giving it to anybody. So now it left with the group their commitment to that project. But
Mm-hmm.
one thing we Liberian it have us to do if that group things it really have for everybody to pour in their all. Because some will say, now my one will enjoy. Because they only want the project to be in their care, one person thing. Yeah. So the group thing is very, very hard. But if they can work hard and the project is in might give me Mosorado, Grand Baza, Bapolu, Bombing, Kedmon. You see that the group are there and the World Bank supporting that project. So they
Mm-hmm.
really got to work hard. So Liberian, we have to change now the page. We should not say that group thing. No, it should be every one of us things to work hard so that we can change the page. If and what that project is for is that they after 5 years or 3 years, 4 years, they don't want to see Liberian getting this imported or freezing meat or meat product in Liberia. We consume it, giving up hard time. So that's the project
Mm-hmm.
in for us to produce freedom. But will our people do it? That's the big question I have. Because Liberian, we good at the documentation.
Mm-hmm.
We good at putting things in document, but to implement it is very hard. We now got to work. We now got to work hard. We now got to work hard to change it. I always say one tree cannot make a forest. So if group come together, we work for the common goal. It will really help us. It will change us. It will really change us. So CEO, thank you very much for bringing this topic so that we can discuss it. You know, if the Gobacha women you were talking about, sometimes they can only start with 1,000. Let me just go try within 1,000. What
Mm-hmm.
$1,000 will do for you? Will 1,000 change your life? Although it can happen in some people's life, but it's very difficult because it's small. What thing you will buy? Love for 5,000 together and start a small business. That 5,000 that big money, and y'all will start something. Before y'all know, 1 month, 2 months, y'all get plenty of profit. But we don't want to work together. We don't want to work as group in Liberia. And other countries, they are working as group. As you were just saying, those Nigerians, those Ghanaians, or Nigeria to other country. Not one person doing it. Not one person. They came together as group. So we Liberians, we have to have that mind coming together as group and working for the common goal. If we do that, our life will change. We will see our children going to better school. We will see if we are sick, we will go to better hospital, better clinic to get treatment. But if not, it will be bad for us. We just got to come together as one. That will really help us. Thank you very much, CEO.
Thank you so much, Professor. That was very, very, very educative right there. At least our people listening to us across the world, this is what we are saying. The mindset, embracing the new, or the transformation. That transformation does not just have to be in technology. It has to also focus on the mind. The technology part is there, but until our mind is changed, even the technology come, we will still be mean. We will still not have the opportunity that we need to have and give others. So the embracing of the new Liberia has to come from within. And I hope we're all learning from this as we go along. So director, is up to you. Let us hear your side as well.
Yes, thank you very much for the topic on the discussions. Liberia, I always say this that we need to identify our country as a place of home. First, we need to create a deep love for our country, most especially uh, the agricultural sectors, because the foundation of the country depends on us. So if we don't want to put in an effort to make sure that to transform our own lives, we are definitely leading uh, to negative results. We are definitely leading to uh, devastating the agriculture sectors ourselves, because uh, the agriculture sector, we always discuss in agriculture. Agriculture is the learning space is there, but then it depending on we the human being to be able to develop that learning space. And in developing a learning space, it depends on how unity we are. And we need to be united before we get engaged in uh in the production sectors. Because if there's no unity, I mean, there'll be no way that you will actually progress. But you can only progress if you all work in hands. So our farmers, as Bro Gomuya was saying, I think myself I heard about that in this district number one, Bon County. One of my colleagues told me that the usage. trying to empower farmers. I mean, they had been doing that more often, but then what is the cause that we can really grow it, or we can really improve the agricultural sector to get what we need? Because there's no interest. One thing that you are doing it with an interest, with a group mindset to engage it, you will definitely succeed. So we are telling them that don't just make the farm because somebody help you with small catch, then you say, "I'm just going to make the farm. As soon as the catch finish, I will stop." No, it's not that. But it's about putting your entire life into it. I've seen it as life changing activities. That is, you are thinking about your children back home that you're living in a house, and you going on a farm, and you are also concentrating about how best they will go to school, and you are concentrating about getting good food for yourself to eat. Mind you, we are depending on this coastal food, protein food. The frozen food is not well for us. It's the food that have declined our lives. But the organic food that you produce from the farm, with I mean, it have no treatments. You produce it naturally from the soils. That one is more good. It's more. It have the nutritional components that can help your body, that can help you live long, that can help you be strong always. So we should always value it. Then produce it and value it. Can you imagine? I went to a certain market where I saw the people have they harvested the fish. I mean, they brought everything in the market because I was like concentrating. Why is that people they are not eating this fish? I mean, so you see, those organizations they also help you with those things. So when you harvest it, although you need to have some money, but do not say, "Oh, you have to eat some." It's for you to eat, to help your body well. Forget about the chicken feed you buy. Because when you buy the chicken feed, you say, "Okay, when I get the chicken feed, and me, I will sell all my fish." No, that fish that you got from the fish pond is natural. It's what we call organic. Eat that fish. It will help you. You'll be healthy, and you will not get sick easily. And also help your children and make them to be smart because it will develop their brain. So we are encouraging them to keep united as we keep talking. And also there are other organizations that are coming to their need, to the need of farmers in Liberia. Because our plan is from now to 2030, 2050, we should be self-reliant. We shouldn't depend on the people floating food from outside there. We should produce our own food here and eat some and be able to also boast to and help other country to send our food there. That is our plan. And we can only do this when we are united, when we actually know why we are making those farm for. When we actually know why we all going on a farm in the morning. When you know why you going to farm in the morning, you will put your energy into it, and definitely you will succeed. So we urge all of them to keep focused, keep united, let engage the source and produce our organic food that will help us, our good natural food, that's the one we call organic, that will help us grow better. You're thinking.
Thank you so much, director. And that also was so welcoming. It's clear information that what you have been putting your hands into, what we talk about, what you've been growing. It is also important that you yourself consume what you grow too. Do not just put all on the market because you need money. You also part of the society and you need to be healthy. And the nutritional part of it is what matters to you. Because if you have the money and you're not well, that money becomes value. I mean, less value. Why? Because your health is more important than the money. And as you all know, you cannot buy a good health. It is the way how you yourself maintain yourself. Other than that, the rich were never going to die from sickness and stuff. But you need to know what you need to do, how best you can maintain yourself. Like a few days ago, I started reading a little bit about health. So I will be coming on to telling our people some of the very leaves that we got right to the back of our houses, right to the window that we have, how we can be able to use those leaves as herbs also, and how much quantity you are all to take. Not because they tell you, say, oh, the medicine are good medicine, you follow the whole cup and you take it, because that very medicine can cause you more harm, you see. So all of those areas we are coming to touch it. But my strength here tonight will focus on the governmental side of it. Why? Because in every country that I see development and see transformation in agriculture, it is heavily led by other government opportunities. It was just today I was reading one article about some farmers in Ghana. Do you know that the farms in Ghana have even insurance? That if your crops that you plant goes wrong and you are insured, the insurance can pay you for the maintenance that you lost, or the crops, they will come and value it and they will pay you. That's what we call transformation. I am not talking about other things though. I am just even telling you that the farms that you get over there, they produce, products that come from everything you get red, everything that you sell it or you don't sell. And it just becomes your problem. It could be tackled when we have a system in place. What Liberia needs now is a system of investment. What can we do with all these things that is happening? And what is Liberia expected to achieve if we start to walk on these right ways? What we expected to have is that we will be taking off 60 to 75% of our population out of poverty. Why we say this? If 65% or up to 65% are farmers, that means the farming activities will then boom. That gave room to the marketing, as well as it will give room to the value chain. Why you will see Ghana, the same place in Africa, we have an insurance for farm. It is because the insurance work along with policies. And policies are made by law. It means that there is a system that allows the policy to work within. They have a banks that farmers can go and you can be able to talk. Maybe you share your ideas and the banks can then give you loans. These are policies that we need. If we are talking about people growing a lot of animals and stuff like that in the country, it is good. But what we need, it is how we can be able to storage those animals. That even if today we taking them to butcher, we will still have more on the market. Why? Because we have a storage facilities. Not that you got to kill it today or has to finish or else, but tomorrow is all rotting. That's where we need all of those transformation. You you open a big pepper farm today, all of your pepper get wrapped. You are even worried. Why you don't even want your own crops that you have to spend so more time and effort into? You don't want it to get wrapped together. Why? Because your fear is how to even get a seal. because there is no system. And all of these things are contributing to a lot of farmers not being able to engage in the farming. If not because some of us truly have the passion for farming, we would have left it. Because one, it's not sustainable in Liberia. You carry the product today, you can sell it today, you make money. But tomorrow, there is no guarantee that you can make money from it. Or you can even be able to manage to carry it on the farm, to the market. And even if you carry it to the market, where is the money to buy? Or where can you store it? Perhaps you go to the market late. And so people have already left the market. What happens to those products? They perish. And which those products could be serving as a nutritional value in someone's body. That could make surplus. We are talking about millions that are then perished right in our own local markets. All because we fail to invest into a system that will allow those same very food to be prolonged, that we can always have on our market share, as well as we can use that as a source of income for importation. For exportation. But where we see ourselves is to sit and maybe this other organization kind of give the other group, they start. Yes, you will see the product, you will see them starting. But what happens to everything they start? It perish. And that's why there is no consistency in the reproduction of high food commodities or heavy food commodities. Many of our farmers try to say, okay, we will then get into group as pairs. We get into those groups, yeah, we got maybe one help. And remember, the UN or the WFP is not going to give you money every day. They will give it to you today. You will start that project, indeed. But what happens? That project's boom. 1 year later, the project died. Why? Because everything that you even grew on the farm, you had nowhere to store them. So there is no income coming back that will allow you now to continue the project. If you calculate from 2025, from 2005 to now, 2023, if you calculate how many millions have been stuck in agriculture and how much we still depend on importation, it tells you there is a system failure. And that's called a systematic failure because we didn't learn 1 year, we did it again the second year, we still have not learned. The third year, we still have not learned. It means that even as we speak, we are still yet to embrace. Tonight, I'm talking about transformation here tonight. The transformation comes with a consequences and an acceptance. And those consequences are for us to make the adjustment on what we need rather than what we want to give out. The money have been coming. Our people have been giving lot loans, but there's no change. Why can't we sit on the round table now and realize that there's something that needs to be done? And that something is to have equipments that will boost our value to our value chain. I hope I will be making sense here tonight. And those equipments can be able to make us the plenty chips that we will eat for the next 6 months or 1 year. We can make that plenty chips because we have uh, uh, how you call it? Please mute your phone, please. Please mute. Yeah, that's the only way. And those equipments will be able to operate and provide more income. Not only that it's providing income, it's also used as a means of employment. Instead of that plenty coming from Nima, Lofa, and the rest of it all, coming as far as Sando, Maryland, and only to reach a red light. And all you see is to be dumped at the back of someone's store. It tells you that we have yet to learn. And I hope these measures will go and it will continue to rise because I will not slow down as much as I will continue to do my own research. I will continue to highlight our shortcomings. We cannot continue to do the same thing and expect change. We always receive different amounts, but we fail to invest in the right things that will boost our development in agriculture. So instead of us blaming those that start and holding a bit of money or taking loans and things and not carrying projects, we should blame those that are supposed to look at the market. That's why we are coming in. And we are not coming in because we want less small loan. No, 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 no. That's not our desire. Our desire is to add value. And the value is to not allow the millions of food waste that could be jobs and opportunity and income to continue to waste and pile up that we can be passing. Our nose is blocked. Don't we know that those things that is perishing, it costs a lot, it costs intensive workforce, it costs time, it costs money, and the worst of it all is value and nutritional to our own health benefit. So let us take away the points and start to look at the transformation that we actually and truly need. A transformation that will allow equipments, that will allow financial stability. That is the marketing aspect. That transformation that will promote agricultural development and even attract new people into the field is what we're calling about now. We no more want seeds and hawks and qualities as a symbol of agriculture. We want to be vested in agriculture. We want to be involved in agriculture. And besides, we want to be carrying on organic agriculture. We can use the seed dye over there and combine it, and we can get fertilizer from right there. That seed waste, food waste can be used if only we have the right thinking, the right mindset, the right people to learn this training. And these are things that our leaders, our government has the opportunity to invite, allow students to have soil analysis. We should be able to have laboratories. We should be able to be talking about inventing technology in agriculture. But our people are still boasting of qualities and hopes around here. But I got news for them. The news I got, we are not going to slow down in teaching our people. We are not going to slow down in saying the reality because we know. You know, if you don't know, then you don't know. But if you know, then say it. Maybe somebody will learn from it. And that somebody can be my very self here. But we cannot continue to bribe that, oh yeah, we get a person 500, we get them 1,000. And those people really actually, most time, they put in the effort. But like me, I have been wounded. I have been wounded through agriculture. I will say it. I left Europe here and I went to Liberia for 6 months. I was on the farm. I didn't say somebody sent me. I wanted to experience it because I knew when I'm coming back and I'm speaking, I want to be speaking from reality. I don't want to be speaking because I read in newspaper. I want to be the one to tell you my mind. And anyone that will come here today, I want them to understand that I am not just sitting here. No, I actually left UK here and I went to Liberia. I was there for 6 months. And while I was there, I had to go through from the cultivation into the planning and everything. But I watched my own crops perish. I watched them perish. I had so many, more than 30 people working under me in Liberia. And most of you here tonight that will be listening, sharing, or following me, you can question that. And I can tell you. And you can check behind it if it is a lie. How am I making up a story? But if it is not a lie, you will be here next time to say, yeah, it's true, what she said. But after all of those things, and I was not doing it because I received funding. I was doing it because I really have passion. I had no reason to leave in Europe to go sit in Liberia and planning. If you look at my photos back, it will tell you that I was on a farm. I made a farm, rice and stuff. But all of the rice came out. What I'm saying this today, it came out very good. I mean, the soil was so fertile. The rice was red. And sometimes you see those photos are placed up. It's actually a photo from the Alba Organic Farm itself. It's not a photo that will go on other people's farm. Yes, indeed we have. But we have actual photos of what we had. But we watched them perish. Why? Because storage facility, from farm to market, no consistent market pricing. Besides, no industrial thinking that will allow a whole nation with thousands of people in. There is no industrial revolution that have taken place in this field. And this is something that we truly need every day. We must eat every day. But yet, we have not gotten those people that say they love farming and investing. And everybody was looking after their own. Liberia has come to be, I will do my own. No more for nation. We have tabled our mindset and we are closed our behavior because with the way we think. And everybody is just building a little corn, like you are building a little hut for your own self. Where is the Liberians that pledged the allegiance for the liberation of Liberia? We heard good speech, we heard good talks, but we see no implementation. And it hurts. That is why we are still, our banks are still empty without cash. If we had the right people who would then say, no, this should be built as an industry that will generate millions of dollars. So let us advance it by getting the right equipments and building that area and encouraging people to learn skills and investing into people to go out there and make good negotiations. How can you be sitting as a leader for a country and you are selling on your own farm? It goes to your own farm. And people come, they are in your own farm, and everything is about your own farm. So how can we build a nation with everybody It's all about themselves. We don't provide a system that will allow generation from generation to generation. But we built a system that will last for 3 months. The moment we are no more in power, we cannot continue with even the house we live in or the cars that we bought. How can a country as rich as Liberia still be called poor to the day? How can a country as big as Liberia is does not even boast of one tractor per county? I'm not talking about district here, I'm talking about county. Can we not afford to have a tractor when we really want to invest? When we really see agriculture as a need and not one? I think we can do that. But we are still looking for the gorillas to have the country in heart. That was allow nothing to stand before it, but will march through with proud and dignity and do not see faces, but rather to tell them the truth. But whenever opportunity is afforded to me, I'm going to do this. And I'm going to do this for good. I'm going to speak it out. Trust me. And I know one day God is going to give me the opportunity to speak on a bigger platform. And these are the things I'm going to bring out. We are generating thousands of dollars from taxations. We have our annual budgets for agriculture. We have European Union sending in money, different relief organizations sending in money, but yet we do not have one tractor. And we are boasting of qualities at the DNA, where now people are using drones. Liberians, we are still telling ourselves, you get koala, I will get my own koala. What are you talking about? We are seeing people using technology in agriculture for expansion. And we don't even have electricity in the campus of agriculture. Computers are out of the breach. Data teachers are yet to get data. How will these people be able to do a research to help change the nation? And then we want to wonder why Liberia is poor. It is our mindset and our decision to invest. Liberia can change when we have the people that have the country at heart. And we are not talking about people who will say it, but will actually be there in the field. It is a shame that we have to go through this. But with God being on our side here at the Abba Organic Farm, we will leave no stone unturned. We will visit agriculture to our fullest. With every might that we can, we will use it. Right now, we are using the word of might. But we know in the Bible, the word of might becomes the best or was the biggest. Not because of its size, but it has become the most important one because of the mindset. The Abba Organic Farm have not reached the biggest yet, but we come up with the mindset that we are going to do it and nothing going to stop us. So here we just want to take this opportunity for those that are following us, that we are about to come to the end of tonight's edition. Hope this resonates in us all. Let us go back to the drawing table and actually point out what is affecting us. Let us be able to talk about it and find solution. And the solution is to invest in the right people by setting up equipments, storage facilities, as well as investment opportunity for farmers. Then we will not be crying next year at this time for food shortage. We will not be crying the next 2 years at this time. No rice on the market. We will not be looking for Lebanese and other nationals to import toasted chicken with nobody to tell us when is the expiring date. That we will not be visited by our loved ones in our graveyards, all because we have developed unexplained cases of healthcare issues that Liberia could not solve. I feel disheartened to see how much rest in peace, how much high blood pressure. If we are looking at statistics today, I will tell you that the amount of people that is walking with pressure and so many other diseases, heart problems, you'll be shocked and surprised. They also derive from the mental state of mind where you cannot even afford to eat. Your children have no fitting clothes or meal. You are you are broken because you don't have a system that will allow you to even work and earn a payment because there is no job. Then we wonder why there is so much drugs. Why our young people are struggling. We can solve this, Liberians. We can do it. We just need to have the heart and know that enough is enough. That we need to better ourselves, and no one can better Liberia for us. The West can do it but we need to have the heart to rise up and know that enough is enough. It is now time to embrace the idea of change. The change that we want and we pray and we hoping for is in our hands and in our mind. Let us start to embrace that. And then we can have a better Liberia for us all. The house you're building, the cars you're riding, you can sleep in your house with no gunfire, or you will sleep in your house without worrying that somebody is going to bust your door out. You will sleep in your house without being worried to know that somebody is coming after you. Yes. We need to build a society, and that society is our mind. When we give those people jobs, we will ease potential harms because people will have income. Why you see so much going on is because there is low income. But when we tackle those people and provide jobs for them, I think our crime rate will decrease and our empowerment rate will increase. And let us do this. For now, it's the time. Now, I'd like to say thank you for watching. So, Professor Kamuya, we just want your closing statement because we're about to close now. I can continue the talk, but yeah, I think it is about time. People have had enough. Let us leave so that they also digest what we've been saying. We are not getting you. Okay, that Professor Kamuya, we are not getting you. Okay.
unmute myself. Hello, you get me?
Yeah, yeah, we can get you now.
Hello,
Yeah, we getting you.
CEO. You have said up. We say, but transformation
Yes, we go.
Director Small, I think you can please mute your I say we getting a feedback. Okay, you are finished, Director. Yeah, Professor. Yeah, you can take go ahead.
Yeah, yeah. As I was saying, hello,
Yeah,
hello.
yeah, we are getting you.
Yeah, as I was saying, yeah, transformation, yeah, change. We just have to change our mind, change our attitude, and change the way we used to do things. If we used to do it one way that we can get a result, we just have to change another way. For example, our parents were working with their colors from rocker ages, they and met them. Can we make a change? But if we continue to farm the same way, we will not. That is not transformation. So if we want to transform our life and country, if we want to change that what other people are doing in other country, we need to copy that. For example, the mechanized farming, the tractors, a group can come together and purchase one tractor. This week, the tractor will work on your farm. Then next week, it will work area, the acres or the land that tractor will work on. So that 100% or 50% can work on it. One week, they can go nowhere. So we really have to work on ourselves. Transformation come with change to make changes in our lives, changes that will better our life. We have to do that. But if not, we will still continue. We will talk. We talk. There will be nothing, nothing. No outcome will come from there. So as you were saying, and one thing that our government can do for us, the local farmer, is just the tractor. Train the farmer. There will be no changes. So we are begging every one of us to work together to transform Liberia. Liberia being a older country in the world or in Africa. But then those countries that we gave birth to, they are more than us now. They are more than us. It's a shame to us. It's a great shame to us. So we have to come together. The youngsters that are coming now, the young people that are coming now, we have to do that change. I would just be like that. No, we have to do the changes because the young ones now are going to school. Plenty of them are going outside Liberia. So when you go outside and get that education and the new method, you come back, you just have to pour that new method into our work. You work that new method so that we can change our lives and change our country. CEO, thank you very much. And we are here to work with you. We are here to work with you. We say thank you very much. And we are here ready to work with you. We are here ready to work with you. We say thank you very much.
Thank you so much, Professor, and you are highly, highly welcome. And thanks so much for that massive contribution tonight, and we appreciate. So we are going to be joined by our country director, who will give us his closing. That will be closing in 5 minutes.
Yes, thank you very much.
There is a
For one
background.
fact,
We
I've
are getting
always
some background. If you can please mute the thing behind you. Yeah, okay. You can come on now. I think it's clear.
yeah, yeah. It's a bit clear.
Yeah. It's a radio, so
Yes,
you can please lower it. The radio is still loud.
Did you get me, Claire?
Yeah, okay.
Yes, for one father, I always say this. Uh, Foreigner cannot develop Liberia. You can't expect Guinea to come and develop Liberia. You can't expect Nigerian to come and develop Liberia. You can't expect the Ivorian to come and develop Liberia. But it's Liberians themselves have to develop Liberia. So if we ourselves create love for our country and start to think about our unborn generation, then we will develop ourselves. Because whatsoever new farming ideas that you practice, that you introduce in this country, is about your benefit and also the benefit of your children. So when you engage, when you engage the agricultural sectors with all of your minds, with your might, you will definitely succeed. Our country, we are actually deplorable when it comes to agriculture. We have left behind. You go to other countries and see how they are improving. They have graduated from this slash and burn system. They have graduated from using cutlasses. They are now using machines to do their farm. They are not using machines to clear their land. They are using machine to do their transplanting. They are using machine to plow their soils. But today we are still using hook and cutlasses. I will say this for free. If we continue using the hook and cutlasses, we are not going nowhere. We are leading down a drain, and which will not benefit us and will not allow you to even do something that will affect the life of your children positively. Because you yourself, you are making fun, but you are not getting anything from there. So how will you send your children to good school? How will you send your children to good hospital? How will you yourself go to good hospital? Because you are not even getting the dividends. You are not getting any money from the farm you are doing. You just go and farm, and after 1 year, you have eaten all from the farm, and which is not which will not actually be profitable to you. But the one we're discussing here is a farming systems that will bring prosperity to your life, that will bring growth in your life, that will bring change in your life, that you will evolve in your farming using your machines to cultivate your soils, using your machines to harvest, using your machine to also process. So it's all about the mindset, how well we're thinking about it, how well we want to do it. Because the way you think is the way you will actually be able to practice what you think in that vision that you see. So, to just conclude, I think it's time to encourage all of our farmers in Liberia, to actually pull themselves together and involved in mechanized farming. It's not just it's not just for all to say, but it's about your mindset. So when you put yourself together, you have the mindset. Whatsoever little cash you receive, you will always make sure that you think about improving your farming system. And also people in the diaspora, Liberians in the diaspora, the farmers are here. They need your support. They need your support. And that's the only way that this country can grow. If we all get together, at least we support our motherland, we are going to grow. We are going to develop. Aba Organic Farm has come to the aid of all of the farmers in Liberia to help them with the knowledge. Because now what Aba Organic Farm is doing is the knowledge, providing that capacity building opportunity for farmers and also encouraging them to go back to the source. That's what we are doing. So we're also encouraging you people to join the pickup so that we can drive to success. Thank you to you all.
Thank you, thank you, thank you. Thanks to all of our many listeners, followers across the globe. We want to say thanks for watching, sharing, and your support along the way. And also to our country director and our professor, Gamuya, we want to say thanks for that massive contribution tonight. And to all of us that are now here tonight but are part of the team and making sure that the dreams and the vision of the Abba Organic Farm is being achieved in the various community towns and the entire nation. We want to say we appreciate you and we continue to encourage everyone that do not lose hope. We are all working and we are working on things together. We are not going to say it's all going to happen immediately, but we already, like we said, we have the mindset. And so, because we have the mindset, we have the motivation. And because we have the motivation, we are convinced and committed that what we are involved into, we will have an outcome. And that outcome relies on all of us collectively. And so we encourage all of us in and out of Liberia to get involved on an Abba Organic Farm, like your Pharmaceutical. We want to encourage you, those that have not yet registered. The registration process is just for you to click on our website, the form. You click on it, and then you can register on 10 minutes, as well as the teams will be visiting different towns and villages. Listen up, follow us, and you can be informed on what time we will be getting back to you. Until then, we are going to be out of the internet these 2 days because we will be getting more videos coming in from our previous interview, and our present interview is going to be played. So we want you to just get engaged. Our videos are coming up. Get ready, get ready. It's all packed. It's so much inspiring and educative. So we want to encourage you to be involved. And so also on the Facebook page, we want you to click the Abba Organic Farm, Liberia Farmers Union, click and follow, because it will also give you a light of where we are and what are our next steps. So knowledge is power. Let us keep acknowledging ourselves and let us keep being together and bringing in more ideas. And together we will rebuild Liberia. So on Saturday we will be here, and on Sunday, so Bon County and Lofa County. So do not miss it because the farmers are anxious. And also we want to say thanks to our people there in Grand Crew County. Today I was able to speak on one of the stations in Grand Crew County there. Oh, it was so wonderful. The people are waiting and wanting to be a part. So we encourage everyone and we say thank you to you for accepting us on the radio station there and the entire management. So again, we say thank you for tonight, and we are come to tonight. And your usual host has been Madam Abba A. Anderson. Together we believe that agriculture is the answer to Liberia's problem. So let us come back prophetic in 2024. God bless you and have a pleasant good night from us to you. Good night.
Welcome to Abak Organic Farm, Liberia Farmers Union, With Abak Organic producing high quality food with low environmental impact, organic farming will play an essential role in developing and maintaining a sustainable food system in Liberia. To achieve this target and to help the organic sector reach its full potential, Abak Organic Farm Liberia Farmers Union is putting forth an action plan for increased organic production in Liberia, including encouraging and supporting Liberians to go back to the soil and produce more food, negotiating and shifting local farm products for timely income benefits of farmers, working with farmers to grow more food, eat some, sustain their homes, and supply other parts of the world, training farmers to transition from manual to mechanized farming. In Abba Organic Farm Liberia Farmers Union, our mission is to ensure a stable supply of affordable food to increase and safeguard the income of Liberian farmers to keep Liberia and its rural areas sustainably vibrant. You can become a member of Abba Organic Farm Liberia Farmers Union right now. Just dial 0880-547-543 or 0776-570-925 or 0886-199-299 or 0777-567777, or you can directly contact our CEO Abae Addison on +447 943 523387 and you join immediately. Abba Organic Farm Liberia Farmers Union, we are partners for good.
And so we are partners for good, and good night to you.